to you by Darryl Lee, but here comes the team, so we'll go back to that. And here comes the Dragons team. Brownie, are you ready to read out this team?
Yeah, I certainly am. Mavo, there's been a couple of changes. We won't go through the whole team, but one of the changes in the St George backline is number 20 will come in for Pat O'Connor, Zach Loom. He'll be joined on the wing by Jesse Williams. In the halves for the Dragons, we've got Shardy Harmud, and playing in number 7, Nicholas Quinn. We don't know too much about the Dragons pack. We do know that number 13, Corey Ackers, will be starting from the bench and will be replaced by Matthew Alzahim. And the South Sydney Rabbitohs, well, we've got an exciting backline here, and none other than number 1, Dane Towns. Keep an eye on this young kid. He's a great player. Daniel Wright, another quality, skillful player in the backline. He'll be playing in number 3. And number 20, Hazen Mellors, returns from injury today. Number 7 will be Brent Hawkins, the younger brother of Dean Hawkins. And in the forwards, we've got Setefano Sele, who is the brother of Hame Sele, so keep an eye on him. TJ Herring will be wearing number 9. And Toby Doyle, number 13, will be starting off the bench, and he'll be replaced by Lennox Rosati as the Rabbitohs are underway here in the SG Ball fixture, as we are joined by our caller, Grant Chappell, who's just been down to get a coffee, chaps.
I'll tell you what's a big lineup down at the coffee shop as the hooker skips out a dummy half. James Fraser puts one out into the corner, and that's Cooper McLaren. Brings it back to the midfield. He's been ankle tapped, dropped the ball, they passed it out the back. And the Dragons number 3's pushed our bloke out the way, and Araz Nava scored off an error from the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
And I'm not sure if you watched, maybe did you get that car, that Rego number plate that's parked in the driveway? Haven't had many wins, and it's been a little bit unfortunate for John Sutton, the coach. It's very injury depleted, the injury crisis at the club.
So they'll probably just be sitting there and watching this on their telly, their phone or laptop. Little kick through there.
Nice kick from Hawkins there. Oh, and it supports plays and it scores under the post.
Beautiful try under the post, Hawkins.
Beautiful.
Take us through that try, chaps.
Oh, well, it's just a beautiful little kick in there and support play. We end up getting the bounce out of it.
Fidel, tell us a little bit about him, and a few of the viewers that know his old man.
Looking to get on the scoreboard.
Oh, he's dropped that.
That's not a play, the proper play of the ball.
He's dropped that.
They pushed it out to the right and they turn under. This is Corey Akers, a bloke we've been tipped off about from Dallas.
Bumping run there.
He's turned up.
Oh, big Tonga. He's going to be hard to stop.
Well, that's shades of what happened in the first game with the big fella turn on the inside.
We've seen 3 tries today, a similar type play where the hooker jumps out and turns the big front rower underneath. And it's a great day for front rowers scoring tries today.
Yeah.
Sure is, mate. That's Loco Jr., Pacifici, Tonga. So good they named him 4 times. And he's played well here today. He's dominated the middle of the field. He's an imposing body. With 9 minutes remaining in the SG Ball Clash here at Redfern Oval in terrible conditions. As a loose ball, it's bouncing, could go anywhere. South have picked it up. They're on the loose here.
He's away.
He's showing some clean pair of heels.
What about the pace on number 1?
The fullback Jovan Jymore come from the clouds to clean him up.
He had plenty of pace, Jovan Clark, and he was quite similar, that Jovan just then.
As we go second man play from Hawkins out the back as they dummy back around the outside, and that's a try for Cooper McLaren, the bloke who picked up a loose ball around 60 metres and was run down by Jovan.
And he's redeemed himself because he dropped the ball early, chaps, and the Dragons capitalised that for a try, but really he's made up for it now. He's a beautiful run down the right, and then he
we've got
caught
the 2
a good ball there.
Bench players on there, Mavo. Rosati's on and Pritchard.
There's a Bunnaby water with a purpose. Proud supporters of the Gajaga Foundation.
12 points to 10, the Dragons lead with 7 minutes to go. As you can see, the scoreboard just in the back. Back play there. He strikes it well. And it's straight between the posts.
Beautiful.
A great kick there from the sideline from Daniel Wright, and that takes the score to 12 all.
With thanks to Dot Bell Constructions, Brownie. It's 12 all, and there's 6 minutes 40 left in this first half of this UNE SG Ball game.
That was a great
at
conversion.
Redfern Oval.
My jumper on, and I found $20 in the pocket. So
Here he goes. Daniel Wright's broken
thank you
through.
very much.
Goes on the outside. Looks
He's
to
got
take
a
it
lot
on
of pace.
himself. He's got good balance, this kid. As he's just wrestled down by the speedy Jovan Jymore, who has had to make a couple of try savers today. Jovan Jymore. As Leroy Murray has a surge for the line. Penalty.
Offside. Is it a
There's
sin?
10 minutes in the bin.
There it is.
And that was called there by Dallas. He put his 10 fingers up and pointed to the bin, and the referee has acknowledged that. Now that's the young bloke from Cowra. A heads-up play there by Murray. He's done some nice kicks in the last 10 minutes, Brown.
We've got numbers out the ride. Young Hawkins is calling for the ball. He wants the ball.
It's come a little late. If we can get the ball to Towns, Towns will sum it up pretty well. Jonty back on the inside. He scores.
There he goes.
That's a try to Jonty Morzed Fidel,
There
the
he
son
is.
of the great chef Manu.
Manu will be happy.
Yeah.
There's a little fitness test going on down here, maybe, of JC, our big front rower.
And Raymond Yunus just live chatted and said, what is the score? Well, young Fidel just made that 16 points to 12 in favour of the South Sydney Rabbitohs with a kick to come, and there's only a minute and a half left offside, and they gave away a penalty, which resulted in a sin bin. Work there by Dane Towns to offload to Fidel, and young Ryan
moved
is
again.
What a
success.
kick.
Break in front.
Okay, so we're going to leave the stream at half time.
Great defence there from the Botany boy, Bailey Smith.
Nothing of him, Bailey Smith, but he's got all the talent in the world.
Tackles everything that
There's a
moves.
big ball out wide to Jovan. Jovan
Oh, great
good
gets it out to
tackle.
Coombs, but what a tackle in the corner by Cooper McLaren.
And his teammates come over there.
What's he going to do here, Smith?
Oh,
Second man
nice.
play.
Too easy.
That was a beautifully constructed play. They had the lead runner. He didn't run in behind him. The referee's having a look at this one.
Maybe a little bit of obstruction.
I don't know.
He's
I thought
gonna
it was
give it-
executed pretty perfectly, mate.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's a great
yes.
try to Dane Towns.
Young Bailey Smith there from
Our fourth
the
try
hooker
of the day.
position. On off that
Yep.
penalty, they didn't take the 2, and it's paid dividends because they've come up with a try, and it takes them out to 22 points to 12 with the kick to come.
Just tell
Still
it.
plenty of time left, 20 minutes to go.
Yeah. All sorts of people into the squad just to get through games. There was one game where they only had 12 players on the field against 13.
Russell Coit has just sent a message through. Is Dane Towns the son of Michael Towns, chaps?
He certainly is.
With 15 minutes to go as the rain comes tumbling down again here, and a nice ball there.
From Leroy Murray out to Hayes Mellors.
Oh,
Hayes Mellors back on the
beautiful.
inside. Leroy Murray. They're going to
Well
go over
done.
and score here. And this is going to go a long way to winning this contest.
Well, he scored the try, but I thought he had the opportunity to bring the ball around further under the post to make the conversion a little bit easier for Wright, but he
Doesn't matter where you put
he
it
just
for
wanted
Wright.
to
He
get
puts
the
it
ball
over.
out.
Although this is a tough conversion up this end of the field, but yeah, it was beautiful work there. So when Bailey Smith, Murray threw the long ball out to Mellors. Mellors sort of did a little goose step, took 3 or 4 blokes on, passed
great
it back
ball.
on the inside to Leroy Murray from Cowra, and he scored.
Apologies for that, audience. It was a good kick too off the post, but we can report that it went in, and it's 30 points to 12 with 13 minutes to go here at Redfern Oval.
Hey, hard to believe these boys at the bottom of the table, some enterprising play. And yes, we agree as the
There's a
Dragons.
little chip over the underneath, and it's ended up being that bloke were tipped off. Corey Ackers has rubbered through and picked up his own kick and scored under the post. And
Yeah.
it's game on again.
On the
Corker.
back of Russell Coit saying some enterprising play, and they scored right on cue as we spoke about it. And
He jumped into first receiver, I think. Corey Ackers. It is 30 points to 18, so a 12-point margin, 5 to go. Dragons on the attack. Short ball.
Flat ball.
As they wrap the play around, he rolls over and scores, and that was a beautiful line run there by Corey Akers. He ran off his halfback, Nicholas Quinn. Nicholas Quinn, Johnny on the spot to run around, back up the ball carrier. Nice offload. He was good enough to spin out of the tackle, score a beautiful try to the left-hand side adjacent to the post, and they're going to do a quick kick here from Shandy Harmon, the 5'8", to give themselves a chance to get back into it, and it's going to be a 6-point ball game in a matter of minutes.
with 5 minutes to go, chaps, and it's just a bit unfortunate there because Brent Hawkins came up with a great one-on-one tackle. Unfortunately, they got the offload, and Dane Towns came across and nearly saved the try. He just rolled over
There
with
it
him.
is. It's a wonky old looking kick, but it went over. Getting all the sheets ready for us.
It looks
nice
good.
strike.
He struck it well, and it's straight between the
He's a
posts.
great kicker, this Daniel Wright. He hasn't missed one all day.
And that should be enough to get him home, boys. 32 points to 24 with only a minute left on the clock.
Yep, he's had a great game, and there it is. There's the scoreboard.
That's
The
6
game
from
is
6
out of
today.
reach. 6 from 6. Yep.
That's it. He's had 5 from 5 with the conversions of. Oh God! Hazen Miller's got off the ground then, but
He's
coughed it up.
Coughed it up. We would have backed him in
51 seconds to go. Dragons on the attack. That's Jovan Jaimore.
there.
He's been a handful. Gets the ball
Offload
away,
again.
and he gets the ball away to Shunty Hammond. They might go in the corner here. Kai Wright. He's dropped it. There's a strip play.
He spilled his lollies, chaps.
And it looks like someone's hurt their knee in the corner. Who we got there at the back there? He's rubbing his dicky knee, but geez, that was an exciting finish.
It was.
That might be all she wrote. Officials are standing in front of the scoreboard. Dane Towns goes out to the right-hand side, and that's all she wrote. Round of applause. South Sydney Rabbitohs 32, St George Dragons 24 in round 9 of the SG Ball competition. That's it for both teams. None of them made the semi-finals, but congratulations to John Sutton and his men. Finished off with 2 wins to finish the season off.
Yeah, look, it's
Something to cheer about at the end.
It's been a tough season for the SG Ball team, and we've spoken about it, throughout the season with their injury crisis at the club, and it's filtered all the way down to the SG Ball. And fortunate enough for some of the players, they're playing at a higher level in the SG Ball, but it has depleted the SG Ball team throughout the year. And like you said, chaps, they've done a tremendous job to finish off with 2 wins from their last 2 games.